Hi guys, my name's Jackie. This is my channel, Budget Life Millionaires by 40. Welcome to my channel. Please like and subscribe to this video if you are new, if you like my videos, obviously. This is going to be a quick rundown of my February budget. I actually forgot to record it, so today is the end of February and I'm going to be just this is for the beginning. Like basically I'm going to do, because the video gets long if I do it all at once. So I'm just going to write down, I do my budget on mint.com. So this part of the journaling and showing you guys is basically just how I show you how I budget. I set my budget for a certain amount. I have like 27 categories and I set it to a certain total amount at, for each month, and I stay in there. When I actually go and spend my money, sometimes I end up moving on my mint.com some of these categories around, so that, because like these are just estimates, most of them are estimates, half of them are I already know what the bill is, but a lot of them are estimated, so sometimes I just move the money as long as I stay below my total overall budget, it's okay. And I do have plus and minuses, and some of my budgets are going to be like sinking funds or reverse sinking fund, where I pay the insurance in every 6 months, and then after 6 months it just reduces it back to zero, and then I pay it again. So it just shows like what the monthly amount would have been if I paid monthly, but with the 6-month policy. So let me start by starting with my first major expense, and that is going to be my mortgage for my house. So mortgage. Oh, this pen's going bad. All right, let me get a different pen. I have this one. All right, so I got mortgage. Yeah, that's a little better. So this one I budget, and these, the first one's really high. This is my main thing I'm trying to pay down. Me and my husband bought this house that we live in like a little over 3 years ago now. And we're trying to pay it off in less than 5 years now. So we lived in the house for like 8 years and we paid off our 30-year fixed mortgage. So we're trying to pay it down. So this is a lot more extra than our actual payment. Our actual payment's around $2,000, but I'm putting extra money towards it, obviously, to pay it down, the interest. So next we have is our rental property. And we are just paying that mortgage down as is. We're not paying anything extra. So right now that payment is $1,185 every month. That's our budget for that. The next category, that's the I go from largest to smallest. So the next category is going to be groceries. I started a new diet and I've kind of fallen off it a little bit, but I'm going to get back on it. So for groceries, this month is $425. Then utilities, we have, this is a another rental house. I call it PT Utilities, which stands for Peachtree. That's the name of the house or street that house is on. And so this is actually a category, utilities, I can't spell. Utility, I don't know, that doesn't look right. Anyway, so for utilities, this is kind of high. It's not just utilities. We pay the sewer bill, but we also pay for insurance and also property tax for the house. And so this is just what that would be every month. Like if I divide it up into 12 months, it's about that, maybe a little less. I kind of upped it a lot just because I knew the sewer bill went up, and just because I know I had to start paying the sewer bill more. So I just I upped it so that would even out over time. So that's $400. So home improvement. So this is going to be mainly for the house I live in now, but sometimes it might go to like maintenance of some of the houses. It just depends on what it is. So this one is going to be $210 for home improvement. For the next category we have is auto fuel. And that category is only $160. So we're already getting down to our lower ones now. The next couple of categories are going to be the same amount. Vacation fund. And I've upped this one a little bit because I do plan on taking a couple vacations this year. My sister's getting married, so there's that one, and then probably go back in this for Christmas to see my family. So that's why it's a little high. My husband also is planning on going with me. It's we usually have to buy plane tickets, so that's why it's a little higher now. I think it used to be $100, but we bumped it up to $150 every month. The next one we have is a vet, and I might end up bumping this up. We're planning on maybe getting a new puppy, and he still needs to get fixed and stuff like that. So we'll see if that happens. Then I might have to bump it up for next month or even in April, depending on what we find out the expenses will be. And then next one's going to be natural gas. And the natural gas bill came in at $141 this month. The next category we have is clothes. So for clothing, we have budgeted $115. The next category is going to be our internet. And that's going to be also $115. That includes some TV channels too. It's like basic TV and internet. Also, we have our cell phones. And our cell phones are paid off, so this is just our plan for 2 phones, everything unlimited. $406. And then the next line item we have is going to be auto service. We have 2 cars, so we have to take them to the shop every once in a while to be maintained. Oh, I forgot the service. And then, so that one we have at $100 right now. The next one we have is going to be, next few of them are going to be $100. So the next one is gifts. That's at $100. The next one we have is personal care. So that's like hair, haircuts, style, makeup, sometimes body products, anything like that. $100. Maybe nails, stuff like that if I get my nails done. I'm not planning to get my nails done, but I might treat myself depending on how I do with my weight loss journey. So the last $100 expense we have is going to be restaurants, and I'm trying to keep this down below that probably for through the rest of the summer, because restaurants are where I end up failing, and I eat out way too often, and when you eat out you eat a lot of calories, and yeah, so me and my husband we did have a late Valentine's Day. I think we had a late Valentine's Day dinner, and we spent I think it was like $90. But that my husband decided to take that out of his personal account, so it's not going to affect our actual budget in February, since it was like more of a gift that he wanted to do. So it's not going to actually show up in our budget, but it was a really nice dinner and we had fun. But that was the biggest probably restaurant spent we've ever done for probably 3+ years. We never really spent that much money in one go at a restaurant, but that was really nice. We went to a seafood restaurant. It was really good. So the next one we have is going to be auto insurance. And luckily we don't have any, what is it called? We don't have any car payments. We own our cars both outright. Actually, I paid cash for both of them outright. We never had a loan on either of our cars that we own right now. So they're both used cars, and they're both fairly new. Well, mine's fairly new. We got my husband's car when it was like 3 years old. So, or it was only 3 years old at the time when we got it. I think the same with mine. So we just buy like 3-year-old cars and try to drive them for as long as we can. So the next line item we have is home goods. So like usually when I go to Target, this will be where I put my Target credit card goes to home goods, because I buy a lot of like home items there. I usually don't buy a lot of groceries at Target, so it's more like I'm trying to fix up my house, get something for my house kind of thing. So like towels and things like that. So for home goods, we are at $85. So that one's gone down some. I'm trying not to go to buy stuff as often. I'm trying to cut down my spending there. Also, next line item is going to be electric. So electric bill is actually not too bad. It is the more winter time, so our electric bill goes down in the winter, and it's at $84. Utilities is basically the next line item. It's basically, I think it's just our like sewer water usage, something like that. And this one's at $60. It's actually very low. I've had them over $100, so I don't know why it's so low now, but I'll take it. I'll take the lowest utility bill ever all day. I think that's one of the lowest ones we've had, so that's good. I like that. Next line item is going to be, all right, the next few categories are basically like fun items. So all of my fun items are kind of smaller totals. So the next one we have is coffee shops, because I like to get coffee every once in a while, and so does my husband. And this time we brought it down because we kind of went ham, and since I'm on my new diet, I try not to go out to coffee anymore, or as much. I can still get it, I just won't get the fancier drinks. So $35 for that. And then we have alcohol, and we actually went over this budget, but we just kind of stocked our bar. So we were figuring, stock the bar now, and then next month we won't buy anything or hardly anything. So it's okay. So for this one, we only did $30. And then we have a couple more. We have fast food. We still have fast food every once in a while. We get fast food. My diet really doesn't do well on food, so I've been cheating a little bit, I'll admit. So that item, or that, we only put $25 towards fast food for the month. That's not bad. Maybe like 3 times eating out at fast food, if that. And then a few more items. We have pet supplies, and I'm probably gonna bump this up next month, because if we end up getting a puppy, or the puppy that we're looking at, basically my husband's has a friend at work that's having issues with the puppy, like not being able to take the time to potty train it correctly. So he's having some accidents in the house still, and he's like a little over 6 months old, so he should be potty trained by now. So we think that we can take over and try to get him potty trained, and possibly it might just be something like he needs to get fixed, and that would fix everything. So hopefully that's the case. But because of this puppy needing to be potty trained, I'm gonna have to buy a lot of pee pads and other things to help promote him to go outside. So anyways, so that amount for this month is gonna be $19. And it'll probably go up next month because we don't have much. And if we end up getting the puppy, we'll be buying some stuff at PetSmart soon. So I'll probably up that budget for next month in anticipation for that. So the next few items we have Netflix, our little bit of entertainment that we use and enjoy, and it's $13. And then we have jewelry insurance for my rings and other jewelry that I have, and that's like, we pay it every year, a yearly annual amount, but I just take out like the divided by 12, and it's about $4 every month. And then we also have education, which I think I've spent some this month, and I did get some money like from the GI Bill that ups my education, so I should have a surplus now. I was getting close to not having anything left over for education. So education, we don't budget anything because we get money sent to us, so that's at a 0. because we get money sent to us for like books and stuff, or I get money sent from the GI Bill to pay for books and stuff. So I just say that's zero, and I just, on mint.com, when I get that paycheck for the books, I categorize it as education, and it adds money to my education. So I don't really see the money coming out of my budget per se, but it comes out. So for the total, all this added up, it's going to be $8,500. So that is what we budget for the month, each month, trying to keep it around that for the whole year. It's high, but it's mainly high because our mortgage is basically over 50% of that. I know that seems a little high and ridiculous, but we're trying to pay this house off fast. And once we have this house paid off, we won't have this huge mortgage payment anymore. And then we'd have a lot of, then we can stretch our money out to other things, invest. Well, we do invest. I just don't show it on this budget here per se. This is just expenses. But yeah, so basically we'll be able to save more for retirement, like, and do other things that we feel that we can, like, we've been suppressing, like maybe going on nicer vacations, longer vacations. When we go on vacation, we have like short trips, and it's not very long, and we don't go on cruises or anything crazy. We don't spend that much. So basically that's the end of this video. I'm going to be recording our actual, what we actually spent this month, the next video, and the differences. And I think we're doing really good for this year compared to last year. So if you like my video, please like and subscribe. I'm going to probably post the next video in this video after I record it, so you guys can see how we did. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.